Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mitch from the Brick Boys here, and I don't know if this will be our first video, our second, not too sure. I'll have to ask my partner. But anyway, we will be reviewing set number 70223, Icebite's Claw Driller, 629 pieces, 4 minifigures. That includes Razor with his Fire Chi harness, Bulkar, a Fire Bear, Icebite, and Ice Paw. Both are the Ice Bears in this set, and ages 8 to 14. Take a look at the back of the box. So here you got the functions. There's Razor's Fire Chi harness, Bulkar's little thing, and that's pretty much it for the box. These are the 2 instruction manuals. You get a bigger one, but the first one is smaller. It is this one, number 1. And, yeah, so let's take a look at the set. Alright, so we will be doing the minifigures later, but let's take a look at this set, the vehicles, then we'll look at minifigs. So here we got Bulkar. He's the brown bear in the set. His vehicle, snow sleds in the front. You can see those little pieces. Oh, my fire piece fell off, but actually this is a chance. These are newish, like, they're not, like, exactly the new, but they're pretty cool in my opinion. If I could, this is so hard to do with one hand, but you actually got 2 on here. They're just connected on this thing. You got 1 piece of Fire Chi, and that's how it's powered. Steering wheel, you can sit them down or stand them up. The jaw actually opens and closes, which I was very surprised on. Love the detail for this thing. Probably one of the best built heads. Even though it's small, it just does the trick. And it actually does have 1 tire in the back that helps it, and it rides pretty smoothly for the most part. When you're backing up, it does kind of go a little out of whack, but that's fine. Here, if I could get this flame piece back in. There we go. Just slide them in. Flick fire missiles, think we all know how they work. You flick them. And, okay, that's pretty weak. Oh, that went across the room. But that's so much for Bulkar's little snow sled. Let's take a look at the big thing with this set. So we'll start. We'll go from the bottom to the top. So feet are, you can articulate them. But warning you, like, you can't do all poses with this thing. You can't actually, like, you can bend them up, but I don't think you can actually bend them up like this. And if you bend them up like this, it loses a lot of balance, which kind of, here, I'll get that back in place. Kind of does stink, but it's still a pretty cool mech, even if it's not the most smoothly articulated thing. And has claws right here. You can bend them up straight if you want. This is actually like the cockpit section. So you bend this down, you place a minifigure in this little white piece back here. Hopefully you can see it. We'll try to move this. So you just put a minifigure in there. You put this up, attach his hands to this, and he'll drive it, particularly for Icebite, but you can make whoever you want drive. You got 2 flick fire missiles that are actually like the blue, like the light blue diamonds, and you can flick them. The arms can rotate like this. They can also move up, down, whenever you really want. And the wrists actually are fully rotatable, posable, and you can actually, if I could twist this back, you can actually probably fit a minifigure in here. I haven't actually tried it, but you could probably put a minifigure and then put these down, and you could make them hold it. Oh, don't mean for him to fall and cause mayhem. This thing, I'm pretty sure these are cheek jugs, and you got a rubber band, a tail here, and these things stop you from fully rotating it, and the rubber band also stops you. Back here, just cool designs. You got a chi crystal up there, some cool shoulder spike pads. The other arm, you cannot rotate the wrist, but there is a cool feature. So you twist this, and a smooth feature, and then you can also twist it the other way. Whatever you really want. This, you can also grab it like this and spin if you want. Whatever you prefer. We'll actually finish off. Well, I do have to show you a feature. We'll save it for last. This is actually the brick built head. You can open, close the jaw however you want. Cool design. This is actually printed. Very nice. The eyes here. Sticker. It has like the canine metal tooth. A nose right here. Earpieces. And it looks pretty cool. And the features, so you turn this thing around. And you actually take, if you could slide it out, it's a detachable vehicle. I don't know if this is supposed to be a getaway, or if it's just supposed to be like deployable for maybe Ice Paw to get in, or if you got, if you've taken like too many missiles hits, you can make Icebite climb back, get on this getaway. It does have a cannon. You can imagine it shooting, you know. Steering wheel. Actually, cool little console piece. I love that little paw thing. Ice treads here, and what helps it move is these two pieces back here. One wheel. Rides very smooth. I thought it was going to be one of those ones that's hard to ride, but very, very smooth riding. So, that's basically it. I mean, this thing, like, I could go really in depth, but like what a lot of people can see is like just like the set itself and like the detail. And whenever you take out the vehicle, I have a problem with like most things. If you take off a vehicle, it looks too hollow, but I feel this thing looks just fine, in my opinion. Yes, these do stick out. They might get on your nerves, but you could pretend it's a little handle to make it walk around or something. So really make good use out of it. But so that's basically the mech and this thing, the cannon. I call it the cannon bike. You can call it the ice tread bike, and Bolkar's little thing. So yeah, let's get to the minifigures. So here are the minifigures all armored up, starting with Bolkar. He's got a fire chi harness, the same mold of a head for the ice bears and the brown bears. Cool fire chi buzzsaw. You can actually rotate this a little bit, and we'll show you once we de-armor them and stuff. We'll get to show you the torso printing. Here we've got Razor, and be careful because this weapon, the other weapon, it's supposed to go in his other hand, but when you're putting it in, it'll break very easily. So be careful, or just don't put the weapon on at all. I accidentally did it, but it really doesn't make a difference to me. The fire chi harness, cool head mold. I've always loved Razor. He's not my favorite though. He's got the fire wings, and once we de-armor him and de-wing him, we'll show you the printings. And now we gotta go do Ice Paw. And I love the chi harnesses on the ice guys because it's clear. And he's got a scythe, and you actually have to put it on the ground for him to balance on it whenever it's on his back. And he does have a chi crystal, and he has an ice limb on his leg. And that's pretty much it. Oh, actually, there is 2 studs on the back of these, and you attach this piece on, and there is a built-in clip on this piece, and you just put the scythe in it. Just thought I might as well tell you guys. Last but certainly not least, Icebite himself, the guy that's driving or riding the mech. Got a chi-powered Gatling gun, which is so cool. But you have to put it on the ground because if you try to do it like this, he'll fall. Or put it on a studded base. He has an ice arm instead of a leg. And he has the, like the helmet crown thing, because he is actually leader of the Ice Bears. So let's go and de-armor these guys and give you guys the torso printing and then my overview. Alright, so here they are without their head molds, armor, weapons, wings. So we'll start with Ice Paw. Cool battle paint on his chest. Cool little chi belt on the back. No double side face. Icebite has very nice printing on this
armor thing. Ice arm, got very nice, like, it's not a double-sided face, but very cool, like, battle printing. Like, battle paint, fight paint, whatever you want to call it, on the back of his head. And cool back printing as well. Razor, I think, has the best printing, but I don't know. He's got very nice printing on him. Same thing with the back, his double-sided face, actually. And then we got Bolkar, and I don't know if is that a, like, thing of honey, or maybe chi orb, fire chi orb, I don't know. He does have a double-sided face. I love his printing on the back. I do like this part on the top. So, yeah. That's basically it for the minifigures. Now I'll give you guys my overview and rating.
Alright, so my overview on the set, I think it's a very good set. The only thing I don't like is that the articulation on that is not as smooth as you would expect it to be. But I really don't think they could have done much better unless they put it on ball joint pieces. But I don't know how that would have worked. So I think this is very good for younger kids. For people my age, I think it's actually a very fun set. And I think for grown-ups now, I'm not really in the perspective on them, but I think they'd like the minifigures, especially if they're one of those people that like to collect the minifigures. And I know a lot of grown-ups get sets for pieces. This set comes with a lot of interesting pieces. Let me know your opinions actually in the comment section below. My rating, I'm gonna give it an 8.8 because the set's very fun to play with. It's very good for minifigures, especially for this guy right here, and Razor, and very fun vehicles. The features pretty cool, especially the drill features, very fun. So yeah, that's all I really have to say for this set. Love it. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you think about this set, if you have it, if you don't have it, and if you really don't like this set, tell me why. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions in the comments. So anyway, it's the Brick Boys. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.